Hello, and welcome to the Peanut Butter and Jelly Sandwich Training Session. I am Tracy Housley, your instructor, and I am excited to teach you guys how to make the perfect PB&J. We will be covering the tools you need, the techniques you should use, and overall process on creating your sandwich, and some pro tips at the end to really put your sandwich making to the next level. You have received a training guide with this video. Please feel free to use it during this course and utilize it after the training session for future PB&J making. First, let's go over some tools you will need to build a successful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You will need 2 slices of bread. You can use white or wheat. 1 jar of peanut butter. This can be crunchy, creamy, or any of your favorite styles. Just be sure it's room temperature so it doesn't tear your bread while spreading. You will also need 1 jar of jelly. The classic flavor is grape, but you can use strawberry, my personal favorite. And 1 to 2 butter knives for quick switch between peanut butter and jelly to avoid contamination, and of course, a plate. In your guide, list at least 2 different types of jelly and peanut butters you could use for your sandwich. Also in your workbook, tell me what's your favorite combination. Take the time to go and do that now. All set? All right, now that we know what we need, let's get started on making our sandwich. First things first, let's start with a plate. And get your butter knife ready. Now, grab your jar of jelly. Again, my personal favorite, strawberry. And let's get your first piece of bread ready to go. Now let's start spreading our jelly over our first piece of bread in a nice even layer. Make sure not to get too close to the edges. We don't want our jelly to spill over when assembling our sandwich. Perfect. Now let's get our other piece of bread ready. And grab that peanut butter jar. Now it's time to spread our peanut butter. Make sure to repeat the same process as the jelly and spread an even layer across the bread, making sure again not to get too close to the edges. We want our sandwich to have a very uniform feel and an even amount of taste of both peanut butter and jelly. Excellent, now it's time for assembly. Carefully take both slices of bread and press them together so all the edges of the crust meet up. Now we have our perfect peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Now that you have the knowledge you need to make the perfect PB&J, here are some pro tips to finish it off and make your sandwich special. Try cutting off the crust. Not only does this give your sandwich a clean and uniform look, but also reduces any dryness the crust may have. You can also cut your sandwich in half. Diagonally is best. There's just something about eating a triangle shape that makes eating it much more fun. You can even use cookie cutters to cut your sandwich into fun shapes like stars or hearts. Thank you for joining me in this training. In your training guide, make sure to note what challenges you faced and what you could have done to avoid them for future reference. If you have any questions or feedback about this training, please feel free to contact me at the email address on your training guide. Again, my name is Tracy Housley, and I look forward to training with you again soon.